Hey Divas, this is Anna coming to you with one of my bigger projects I was working on, finally. I actually just came back from visiting my son for his graduation from the Army. It was out in Missouri, which is misery. Oh, I don't know how people, I don't know, any of you women that live out there, man, my hat's off to you. Because where he's at, there's nothing to do, like nothing within miles. And the weather is just awful. So I'm very glad to be back in California. And so let me hurry up and get into this because I have 10 items to show you. This is a swap that I did with Doreen, who is my Bedazzled Treasures here on YouTube, and Violet, who is 48scrappin. Hey ladies! So this one right here is my swap with Violet. This is her box, and we decided to do one of these boxes. Let me see if I can do this without making it complicated. Okay, but you see these, okay, that's not working. Alright, let's not do that. Let's leave that alone. I'm trying to loosen it so that, there we go, so that you can see the box. Here we go. So it's one of these boxes from Michael's, and we're to fill it with 10 items, and 10 items that are handmade, okay, that would fit in here. This idea originally came from Bona, who is Live, Love, Scrap on YouTube. Hi, Bona. She did a swap a couple years ago with what's in your purse, I think it is, or what's in your bag, what's in your purse, something like that. And it was a wooden box. Everybody had to create 10 items to fit inside that box, and you just display it. Well, we decided to take that idea, but do it on a bigger scale. Not where the items are so tiny, but bigger items. So, of course, we didn't alter the box. This box is intended for the person to go ahead and use it to display their stuff in, or they could reuse it for something else. It's their preference. So, this one is Violet's. So, Violet, it's up to you if you want to watch. Because I know if you do a video before you send it, I'm watching it. So, let me get inside. Okay. All right. Now, here's the 10 items. Okay, here is an altered frame that I did, and I painted everything. I printed out a vintage little image, and then I made this little banner, and I put one of Tim Holtz's little stickers, and then I Am Roses, and then I had this little spool, and I just wrapped some lace, and I put it along the stick, and then I just, I don't know how to explain it, but I did the little ripple effect going on the stick. Then I have Martha Stewart, I Am Roses, paper flower, I Am Roses. I did this rolled flower, and then it's on top of a little doily. So this is just for display. Okay, and nothing, of course, in the back. Everything is just painted. This will not open again. It's meant just to display, nothing to put in there. Okay, so that's one. Then, all the mixed medias that are going on, on a bigger scale, of course, I went ahead and did it on a smaller scale. Okay, on a much, much smaller scale. I did one of these little mixed medias. Ladies, it's literally a 3x3 canvas. So it's those little ones that you can get. And I just painted the easel, and then I just did it on a smaller, tinier scale. So you can't see, but it's pink going into peach, and I just layered all kinds of little stuff on there. I've not been bold enough to do it on the bigger scale, so I was like, let me try it on the small side. And then right here, I used one of Tim Holtz's little twisty things into the wood, and then I just made a little charm and hung it from the side. So I just used some trim. I layered doilies. I layered lace. I mean, lots of different little tiny items that you can see in here. Like a little piece of mesh. That was a button. A button. I can't even speak. Little cameo. This right here is I Am Roses, curly petals. This right here was a silk, those little satin flowers. What's hard as a rock now. And this is just an image I printed. So isn't that cute? I did on a 3x3 scale. Maybe one day when I wear my big girl undies, I'll do the bigger ones. So that's that one. And then I went ahead and altered a wooden spool. So it's just a regular wooden spool. So, okay, so here's a little stick pin. I hung a little bottle cap. This was in a swap I received on one of Tamika's swaps, an embellishment swap. So I used that. And I have this on here. And this right here is on a doily. I put a doily. I did a lot of stuff to it. It's so hard to explain everything sometimes when you junk stuff so much. But this is I Am Roses. I put a little pearl there. This is just a paper flower. I Am Roses, a little dove. I Am Roses, porcelain flower. I Am Roses. And I used a piece of applique. And then there's a bigger piece. This is actually one whole piece right here, actually. And this right here, you're going to see it has blue in it. So I painted white and then I just sanded off in little sections. It's like a baby blue. Okay. Then on top is another little doily and then another doily on top of that. And then I just made this little banner. And some more I Am Roses, pearls. And then I just put a little bling right there. So I thought that would be cute just to display. It's been a while since I've altered a wooden spool like that. Super cute. So that's 3. Then I made a pizza box, which I did a tutorial on. And I see some of you ladies have been doing it, which is awesome. So I just used primrose. And then this right here, this flower was made by Neen here on YouTube. She makes the flowers and she was selling them in her store. I haven't seen her in a while, but I had bought some of her handmade flowers, her paper flowers. She is amazing. And then I made that stick pin. And then I just randomly put some little loose pearls. And then I just made this little banner, another loose pearl. This is a Sizzix doily that you see back here. Then I just made a bow out of this pretty trim satin flower. Then I punched out these little pieces, the primrose, and made it like a banner on top of lace. Okay. And then on the inside, what I did is, it's already made with the paper there, but I wanted it to be something that was nice and fluffy, so I did not permanently adhere that. If Violet wants to go ahead and do that, she can, or if she wanted to recycle it out, I didn't want to permanently do that. And then I just put a loose little doily from the paper bag lady, and I just put that on there. And then I just handmade this, and that's like a little brad. And I just made this little charm thingy, and it's like a clothespin. So see, it's a brad in the back. Okay, so that's just laying in there so she can put it on a little project of hers. These pizza boxes are really fun to do. So that's 4. Then I just altered this little jar. And I put a strand of beads. There's 3 different strands of beads in here. A baby blue, a soft pink, and then a purple color. Okay, and then I just made this little tag with a V on it, so it's for Violet. And I just hung it with a piece of string. I used another doily from the paper bag lady. Any doily you see, it's from the paper bag lady. Let's just do that so I don't have to say it 100 times. And then this right here is Recollections. So I just added some, and this is some OOHlLV trim that I put around here. And that's all I did on this one. So I just wanted to put a little bit of yummies in there. So that's 5. And then this right here I seen on Pinterest, and what this is a coaster. And then I went ahead and I just put paper in the back of the coaster, and then I put paper in the front of the coaster. Okay, and then I made this little binder clip, and I punched out the flowers, put a little center here, and then I created a charm. Just a little charm to hang off of it. This right here is not permanently adhered, so this can be used on another project. Okay, and then I just did some die cuts. So I just, and they're all in cream because that's a safe color to do. Sometimes, you know, we have these, but it's nice when somebody else has already cut it out for you. And then here, and then this one. So I just did, whoops, I just did those die cuts. Okay, so that's 6. And then I made a tag, finally! Yay! So I did the Prima doll, and I added a spray. I made a rolled rose. I put some butterflies on her dress. Little pearl there. Of course, this is paper paste. I added some Ooh La La lace underneath. And then there's a doily under there. This right here is an Ooh La La satin flower. And then this is a Recollections butterfly. I am roses, I am roses. And then this is just an acrylic flower in my stash. Little paper flower. I had this trim in my stash. And then another little doily, little satin flower. Okay, so that's all I did. And then I'm going to just stick something in the back for her. Okay, so that's 7. Then I altered one of these. This was also inspired by Bona. Back when Bona was doing her $1, she was doing $1 videos on altering $1 items for Michaels. I miss those, Bona. You got to do that again. So she did one of these, which is really cool. So I bought these a while ago. And it's for you to put pictures in. Okay. So, of course, the back part's not altered, but the front part is. So I just added that, the butterflies. This is a punch I have Martha Stewart. I added some bling in there. Then I had made this satin flower, and it's on top of course, a doily, and then some little satin leaves, the acrylic little wheat leaves, and it just says smile. And then this right here was purchased. My best friend bought a bunch of these, so I used it as a flower center. It's uber cute. And then I put a little tiny pearl in the middle. This right here was made by Heidi Blankenship. She sent this as a rack to me, and it's made out of clay. And then she just distressed it with, I think, gesso. Super pretty. Okay, I believe that's 8. And yes, I made one. I'm so excited. This is one of the origami owls type of little decoration. And Shandi Walsh was the one who originally came out with the whole idea of making it into a craft. And she did it out of her cardstock and stuff like that, which was a stinking amazing. And then Pink Scrapper, she did a tutorial, which I'm going to link below, on how to do it this way. And this was using the... oh, here it is. These from the dollar bin at Michael's. These are the ones that are for like those little cross stitch thingies. That's what this is. So I just altered it. Okay, and I put right there, kindness is magical. These are those little strips from Tim Holtz. It's the Chit Chats. And I just distressed around the edge. I put some light green pearl strand, and I added a bunch of little things, little scissors, little charms, just little stuff to add in the middle of that. I thought it was uber cute. And then this right here is another little doily. This is one of the ring tops, and just a little ribbon bow, some flat back in ivory. This right here is some Ooh La La trim. This is a doily, and what I did with this is I grabbed a doily like this, and then, not this one though, but a different one, and I cut all the center part out. So actually, here's the center piece. So this right here is the center of this doily, and I layered it on top. So this part is laying on top of that, and I cut this out. So this right here is the full doily in the back, and I cut this whole center out. So all the outside of it is what's hanging around the top part. So you see it's double. I have one here, and then I have one here, but the center is missing because it's right here. So you still could use this piece, right? Stinking awesome. And then I just hung some charms. I just made some charms to hang on it. So I thought that was uber stinking cute. Okay, so this is number 9. And then my last one is a doily mini. And of course, every doily that I use is all the doilies are pages. So this is how I created the first page. I went ahead and did a crocheted flower. And then I did, this is one of the little Recollections butterflies, and then I made this center, and then of course it's all whitewashed on top. This is I don't even remember where I got that from. Some pearl trim, some I Am Rose's cherry blossoms. This right here is a rolled rose, an acrylic flower, and I whitewashed all of that, made a bow. This is what's holding all of the doilies together. Then I just did this little banner. This right here is Ooh La La trim. And then a little tiny doily with a little buckle. And then I used some trim. So that's the front page. Okay, and then, And then this is the other side. And this is all Ooh La La right here. And then all right here. It's all tea-dyed. And then I just did this little flower right here that also was inspired by Neen. She, I had bought some from her store like this, and she did a tutorial on how to do these. It's just like doing the Gatsby flower, but you're using yarn. Super, super pretty. And then I just have the ribbon buckle in the middle. Okay, this is also, it's using the Primrose paper stack. And then this right here is Ooh La La trim here. I have a little doily. This is a Ooh La La little, it's like a little cabbage flower made out of like a satin trim. Then I have this little acrylic flower right here, and I just put something in the middle. And then I have these little wheat sprays, some of these little shooting pearls. I have a piece of applique that's sitting underneath this. Love it. And then I have one of these little Michael's flower, little birds. They came on long stems, so I just cut the bottom part off and put that on top. Okay. Then this one right here, this is, if she wanted to use this to try to stick a picture or anything, and she could, it's really like looky-loo, and if you could stick something in it, you know, she had full access to do that. I have, this is like a little metal key, and I hung a little charm off of it using one of those little paper clips. And I just tied some satin around it. This is a metal flower, I just whitewashed it. See, so you can see everything at the bottom. And this right here, I believe, was made for me by Elizabeth. Miss Bitty Bomb Bomb, I miss you. So, and then that's what that is. And then here's the next page. All this trim you see here is Ooh La La. It's layers and layers of little pieces of different trims. So anything that's tea-dyed is Ooh La La. And I just punched this flower out, added about 5 layers. This right here is that Tattered Angels chip pieces. Okay. And then there's the other side. These ones have, it's like a little pocket using the Primrose. So all the little pieces you see here are the Ooh La Las. Okay, and then none of this is adhered here, so if something needed to get tucked in there. All of this on the side is, this right here I believe is Recollections. I could be wrong, but I believe it is. So I just layered stuff on top of stuff. This one right here, it's a doily in the middle, little bunch of I Am Roses, and then more Ooh La La trim on the side. So none of this is here, so something can be stuck there. And I don't have anything in the back, so it's all made of doilies. So I thought that would be pretty. And this one is number 10. So, wow. And I did another one like this too. And it's for Violet. Or I mean, not Violet, I'm sorry. For Doreen. And I'll show you hers. Violet was more in the shabby chic look. And Doreen, I did more vintage. So, This all fits in this box on however she would like to display it. She could. I had a blast doing this for her. It was really big. So it's difficult when you're doing these and you're doing more than one, because these are not super small, but they're about as small as I could get it. So I just wanted to make sure that everything could fit. Everything will be individually wrapped when I send this off. And just to let you know, I was creating a bunch of these, so I just want to show you some of them. I had bought these little thingies a long time ago at Staples, like years ago, and they just sat there. So I decided to go ahead and I hot glue. I did 5 layers of this punch, and on each one of them, I just stuck charms on them. Let's see if it'll focus. Come on, come on, come on, come on. I only have so many minutes. And then I just used a little lobster claw there. So this is really cute to add on to a little project. You know, it's kind of like the Tim Holtz, but it's not the Tim Holtz. So I just did it with a bunch of my scrap papers and added different charms. So these are cool little embellishments to add on your projects. I thought it was uber cute. So I did a bunch of those. So I just wanted to show you that. Be inspired and create. So that's it. That's all I have for this one box, and I will be back to show you. I have to reorganize it, and I'll show you the other box that I have for Doreen. So thank you so much, ladies, for stopping by, and if you have any questions, feel free to leave them below. I will respond back to you with an answer. And I miss you ladies so much, so I'm really happy to be back, and I will see you soon. Bye.